What's good, everyone? Sammy here from Losses and Lessons. Today, I wanted to come on here to show you exactly how I have my chart set up. I use TradingView for all of my charting. And in my opinion, one of the most important skills a beginner trader can develop is learning how to read a chart. Knowing a few indicators and understanding what they're actually telling you can help you tremendously, bro. Now, before I continue, I have to say this. Nothing I'm about to show you is financial advice, and nothing I do is going to magically make you rich. I'm simply sharing my point of view and one of the tools that I personally use. Trading is very risky. You're responsible for your own decisions, and there are no guarantees in this game. No, sir. Now that's out of the way. Let's continue. In my previous videos, I've talked about charts and reference different setups, but I've never actually really shown my chart. My chart setup is very simple, very clean, very easy. And I have to kind of like explain my philosophy behind of it. I don't have 20 indicators fighting against each other. I don't have lines all over the place. I like to keep my thing them nice and simple. A while back, I was playing around with TradingView and I kept seeing all these indicators. And somewhere along the line, I was like, you know what? I could probably create my own because these things is kind of confusing. Doing too much. Some are just doing way too much. So I decided to put together something simple in Pine Editor and make it available for free for anybody to use. It's called Sammy Buy Sell Signals. You'll find it in the description and in the pinned comment. Enough of my face. Let's jump into TradingView. One thing I'll mention before we start, I personally pay for TradingView Premium because I use it every day. But TradingView offers several plans and usually runs sales and free trials throughout the year. If you're serious about charting, it's definitely worth checking out. Once you're inside TradingView, click on a chart. If your chart is cluttered and filled with a bunch of indicators and lines and a random, heap of random stuff, go ahead and clean it up. Remove everything. Start with a blank chart like what you see here on the screen. Now click on indicators. In this little search box, you can search for Sammy Buy Signals. Sammy Buy Signals. Click on Sammy Buy Signals. It's going to automatically pop up on your chart. I have my sell and my buy indicators here. Now, you're looking at the same foundation I use every day. I also use an open range breakout indicator. The best one I've seen so far is from LuxAlgo. Same thing. Click on indicators and you can search Lux. They have a whole bunch of indicators. One I use is opening range with breakouts and targets. LuxAlgo. Now let's talk about what you're actually looking at. The first thing you'll notice is this orange and blue line. Orange line, blue line. Those are the exponential moving averages or EMAs. The orange line is my 8 EMA. The blue line is my 21 EMA. I use the 8 and 21 EMAs because they help me quickly identify momentum in the market. The 8 EMA reacts faster to price action, while the 21 EMA reacts a little bit slower. When the 8 EMA crosses above the 21 EMA, momentum may be shifting bullish, as you can see right here. Once it crosses upwards, it's bullish. When the 8 EMA crosses below the 21 EMA, the momentum is saying, hey man, it's bearish, it's going down. Now, I don't buy or sell just because of a crossover. I use it as information and confirmation. It helps me to determine whether I should be looking for long setups, which is buys, or short setups, which is sells. Long setups, which is bullish. Short setups, which is bearish. Then I combine that with the price action, support, and resistance, volume, and of course, risk management before taking the trade. Next, you will notice the buy and sell signals. These come from my Sammy buy and sell signals indicator. A buy signal tells me to start paying attention to possible long opportunities. The sell signal, on the other hand, tells me to start paying attention to possible short opportunities. Notice I said paying attention, not blindly just going out and buying as soon as it says buy or selling as soon as it says sell. Because as you can see, around the 1500 time frame or 3 o'clock p.m. time frame, it told me, hey, it's time to sell or buy a short. And then right after that, within 10 minutes, it told me to buy again. Now, this buy signal was a good buy signal because its confirmation is this big green candle engulfing the rest of these candles. I'll go over bearish and bullish engulfing in a later video. One mistake I made when I was newer was treating indicators like crystal balls. Indicators don't predict the future. They're tools, and tools only work when you know how to use them. No indicator is perfect. There will be losing signals, there will be fake outs, there will be days where the market completely ignores what you expected. That's why risk management is more important than any indicator you'll ever put on a chart. The indicator helped me to find opportunities. Risk management helps me to survive. Now let's talk about these numbers right here. The 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6. A lot of people ask me what these are. These are projected target levels from the LuxAlgo ORB indicator. Think of them as possible areas where price may pause, reverse, or where I may decide to manage my trade. I don't look at them as guarantees. I look at them as like zones. For example, if I'm putting a put trade and price starts approaching one of these levels, I may decide to take partial profit. Puts paid on Tesla on last week. Puts really paid us. The further the trade moves in my favor, the more focused I become on protecting my profits. Just like in this play here, the LuxAlgo, just like in this play here, Sammy told me to sell. If I got in early and I did a sell, the LuxAlgo is following Sammy. All of these extra lines are going to show up first. It's going to say like a 14. It probably had a 15 down here and a 16 down here. But since it didn't get there, it backed up and it erased. Then it went back up to the 13, 12, 11 because Tesla started reversing. And then Sammy said, hey, it's time to buy. LuxAlgo said, okay, it's rising 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. And now Sammy said it's time to sell. Lux also confirmed it. So the two indicators work hand in hand. One of the biggest lessons I've learned over the years is that my job isn't predicting where the price will go. My job is managing the risk while the price gets there. That's a completely different mindset. And honestly, that's the mindset that saved me from blowing up a next account. So, to recap, I use TradingView for charting. I use the 8 EMA and the 21 EMA to identify momentum. I use Sammy buy sell signals to help identify opportunities. I use the LuxAlgo ORB indicators to help manage trades and identify target areas. Simple, clean, no clutter. Just a chart, a plan, and risk management. If you would like to try Sammy buy sell signals indicator, it's linked below in the description and pinned in the comment. And if you found this video useful, helpful, let me know what indicators you use in your own setup. As always, this is not financial advice. I'm just sharing what works for me and hopefully it will work for you. Real trades, real process, no hype. The market closes, the mission does not. I'll see you in the next lesson. Peace.